Okay, I'm recording the addition of an intercooler to the Mustang. Sort of take a look here. We got the intercooler right there. There it is, hooked up. Here's how we had to cut the bumper right here to, get that in all right there. So hopefully you can see that okay. I'm not recommending cutting your bumper, but that's what I wanted to do because I wanted to get the most air to my intercooler possible. So I carved out the bumper a little bit and put a little bit of black coat on it, take care of all the scratches, bolted her back into place. The one thing that I want to mention that I found very helpful, I don't know if you can see this real well. Actually, I'm going to have to reposition. Okay. Right in here, if you notice this area, I made it much larger to accommodate both for the cold air intake and for the, if you can see, this side of the cooler here goes up and then swing back and boom, there she is. I can't get this to go back any further. I'm trying to get a, nope, can't. Okay, that's as far back as we're going to go. Okay, so, but what we did is we got up in here and then I notched out a piece right in there. I know you can't see that real great, but I notched out a piece right in there so this pipe can sort of rest right in here, giving me more room. So when coming around over this side, you can see in there, it's quite a decent opening. Okay, so I had to cut into that a little bit, and then I put some hose around there to make sure that that wasn't going to have any burrs or anything to scrape there. Okay, so as of right now, I want to talk a little bit about if you see these bolts right here, ta-da, okay, these right here, there should be 6 of them. Those are what actually positions this front or the direction that your blower will kick out. So in order to do this, I had to loosen these up, keep them loose, and I'm going to go under the car here for a second and show you the angle, because nobody on YouTube has one of these yet of actually showing you step by step what they did. I'll have another one showing you my progress when I get it all put together, but this part right here was so key in getting all the plumbing to line up. So I'm going to go under the car for a second. Bear with me. Oops, can't see it. There's the pipe there, okay, and then we go across. There's a elbow bend here. Excuse me, this is really not easy to do. There's not much room underneath here. And then you go from there all the way up to the charging unit, the blower. Okay, and when you're putting this on, to get it to line up down here, to get it to line up around this corner, to get it to line up to fit onto the front of the intercooler, you want that housing loose so that you can manipulate it to get the best exact fit. There's no real places on YouTube that actually show this process. I just wanted you to see that because that blower is pointing almost, what, probably a good 35-40-ish degrees, not completely straight down, but just a little bit less than straight down. Excuse the police cars in the video here. I got the garage doors open so as to get some air in here, but that gives you a good showing of that. And then again, it comes down here, couples in here, and again, this is a bad shot here, but hopefully you can see it. But then it comes out around and so on. So remember, to get it to mount here, that's got to be unbolted so that that can swing freely so that you can line all these pipes up. And trust me guys, it is a very tight fit. I can't tell if you can really see this too well, but right here, that rests right upon that. I mean, everything in here is just tighter than the son of a gun. So, it is going to be a tight fit. Now, I did want to show you one other thing, because when trying to disassemble the front of your car, it's not difficult to do, but there's 2 bolts. You can see them right here. Okay, those 2 hook in. Then there's 2 up top here, which are going to fit right in here. Okay, so those two there. Okay, and then basically at that point in time, now I have a full stalker body package, so I'm going to slide over and show you my front bumper. So if you look at the front bumper here, you got the two little nippies here that go in. You got the two little bobs on the side there. You can see those, okay? But I just happen to have at the very lower end, and I don't think you guys have it on your cars if you've got a stock car, but underneath that black stripe there are two bolts you have to unbolt because this front end comes out a little bit further. Now, speaking of coming out a little bit further, I wanted to show you this because what I did is I actually notched this so that if you notice my supercharger here, okay, if you notice it comes out just a tiny bit, well, I notched this so that will sit right in there, no problem at all. Sits in there and gives it the most airflow, because that's what you want, is the most airflow. So that's been notched. You can see the notching right there, and that notching allows air to get in right here on that lip. Okay, so I'm thinking that was the only couple questions that I personally had when trying to get this party started and trying to do this project, because I was looking on YouTube for some helpful hints as to how to take this apart easier. But I have to admit, I did see one guy who actually had carved out, if you can see in here pretty good, he had carved out this area, but he didn't add this carve here, which I find that this really made the difference to get that get that piping in there and get it in there nice and easy, so that I can let my my hot air run up and my cold air run down below to get my cold air return. So like I said, I'm gonna make another video, but key thing, this must be unbolted. Okay, unbolt those. Okay, this has to be swinging free for you to be able to get what you need to have happen here. So I guess right now that's about the only thing I need to update you on. I'm 90% done right now. I gotta basically throw the pipes on and put it all back together. But this gives you a really good look at, you know, what it looks like. It's not hard to do, but there is a lot of plumbing down here that's involved, and that plumbing can get fun. Matter of fact, on this side right here, so far I brought this one up to here, and I've got the other piece of plumbing over here. I'm sorry, I'm dragging this cord around, so I'm sorry about the noises it's making. And this will go from here, bend around, and then bend back, and we'll go straight into the one coming right off of the tube. So, but that just sort of gives you an idea. Again, this is the Herbalife project car. Ta-da! And this is so far, this is how far I've gotten. And like I said, we're going to make another video when I'm done and it's running, and I can show you how everything fit together. But primarily, the biggest thing is making room right here for the charging unit to come through, and making sure that when you're plumbing that you have these undone. The rest of it's pretty simple.